I was looking for my wife's car keys when I found the phone. It was a Tuesday morning. My wife, Christina, had asked me to move her car from the driveway so the landscapers could trim the hedges. Her keys weren't on the hook by the door where she usually kept them. Check my purse, she called from upstairs. I think they're in there. Her purse was on the kitchen counter. I opened it and started digging through the usual chaos. Wallet, tissues, lip gloss, receipts. Then I felt something hard and rectangular at the bottom. Pulled it out. An iPhone. Not her normal one with a rose gold case. This was black. No case, no identifiable marks. I pressed the home button. It wasn't locked. The screen lit up showing the Messages app. One conversation. Just one. The contact name was Husband Red Heart. I am a husband. My name is not stored with a heart emoji in her phone. It's stored as Alex. My chest tightened. I opened the conversation. 10,482 messages. The most recent was from last night at 11:47 p.m. Good night, baby. Love you so much. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, Red Heart. Christina had been in bed next to me at 11:47. She'd said she was tired and went to sleep early. I scrolled up. Messages going back 18 months. Miss you already. Today was perfect. You're perfect. I love coming home to you. Can't wait until we don't have to hide anymore. I kept scrolling. Photos. Hundreds of them. Christina with a man I didn't recognize. At restaurants. At parks. At what looked like someone's home. Sitting on a couch together. Kissing. Holding hands. Photos of them in bed. Her wearing his t-shirt. Him with his arm around her while she slept. Videos. Short clips of them laughing, talking, being a couple. And in almost every message thread, she called him husband. Morning, husband, Red Heart. Have a good day at work, husband. Love you, husband. I heard footsteps on the stairs. I took the phone and put it in my jacket pocket. Found her keys at the bottom of her purse. Grabbed them. Christina came into the kitchen. Did you find them? Yeah, they were in your purse. Thanks. Can you move it now? The landscapers are here. Sure. I moved her car. Came back inside. Told her I had an early meeting and left for work. Sat in my car in an empty parking lot and went through that phone for 2 hours. The man's name was Derek Martinez. I figured that out from message exchanges where she used his first name. Messages about his work schedule, his family, his life. Messages where she called herself Mrs. Martinez. Messages where she talked about their future together. Once the divorce is final, we can stop hiding. I can't wait to be your wife for real. I love our life together, even if it's only part-time right now. I found calendar entries. Derek's place, overnight. Weekend with Derek. Derek, dinner 7 p.m. Every Tuesday and Thursday. Some weekends. All marked as gym, or book club, or girls' night. In what must have been a regular phone. I called my attorney, Marcus Webb. Marcus, I need to file for divorce immediately. And I need you to see something. What happened, Alex? I found my wife's second phone. She's been having an affair for at least 18 months. She calls him husband in her messages. She's been living a double life. Did you take the phone? It's in my car. Should I have left it? No, you did the right thing. Is it password protected? No, it's completely open. I can see everything. Don't delete anything. Don't modify anything. Bring it to my office. Today. This is evidence. I drove to his office. Showed him the phone. He scrolled through messages for 20 minutes, his expression getting darker. Alex, this is extensive. 10,000 messages. Photos, videos, calendar entries. She's been conducting a full secondary relationship. What do? We document everything. I'm going to photograph every screen, every message thread, every photo, every calendar entry. Then we file for divorce and present this as evidence. Will it matter? We're in a no-fault state. It matters for asset division. It matters for alimony. And it matters to show the judge the extent of deception. She's been calling another man her husband while married to you. We spent 3 hours documenting everything. Marcus took hundreds of photos of the phone's contents. Who pays for this phone? He asked. I don't know. I've never seen it before. We need to find out. If you're paying for it through your plan, that's marital funds used to conduct an affair. I checked her cell phone account online. Found it. A third line on our family plan. Added 14 months ago. I'd been paying $40 a month for her affair phone. That's perfect, Marcus said. You've been financing her affair. That strengthens our case. What happens now? I filed divorce papers today. But Alex, we need to return this phone where you found it. If she realizes you have it, she'll claim you stole it. She could potentially report to police, create a mess. You're saying I should put it back. I'm saying we have everything we need documented. Putting it back means she doesn't know we know. Yet, it gives us strategic advantage. That evening, I went home. Christina was cooking dinner. "How was your day?" she asked. "Long. Yours?" "Good. Had lunch with Sarah. Did some shopping. The usual." I checked the calendar on her affair phone earlier. Tuesday. Derek's place, 7 to 9 p.m. She'd been with him while I was at work. Then come home to cook me dinner. "I'm actually not hungry," I said. "Think I'm coming down with something. I'm going to lie down." "Oh no. Do you need anything?" "No, I'm fine." I went upstairs. Waited until I heard her on a phone call in the kitchen. Went down quietly. Slipped the phone back in her purse, exactly where I'd found it. Went back upstairs. For the next 3 days, I acted normal. Came home. Had dinner. Watched TV. Went to bed. All while knowing. Knowing about Derek. Knowing about the 10,000 messages. Knowing about her calling him husband. Knowing about the life she'd been living behind my back. On Friday afternoon, Christina was served at her gym. She called me 30 seconds after, screaming, "What the hell is this? You're divorcing me?" "Yes." "Why? What did I do?" "We could talk about it when you get home. Through attorneys." "Tell me now." "I found your second phone, Christina. I saw everything." Dead silence. "The phone in your purse. The one with 10,000 messages to husband, who isn't me. The photos. The calendar entries. The life you've been living with Derek Martinez for the past 18 months. More silence. "I can explain." "There's nothing to explain. You've been calling another man your husband. Planning a future with him. Living with him part-time while pretending to be at the gym or book club. I saw it all. You went through my phone. Your phone that I pay for. That's on my cell plan. That I've been financing for over a year while you used it to conduct an affair. You had no right. I had every right. It's on my account. But you're right. We shouldn't discuss this. Talk to your attorney. Mine has copies of everything." I hung up. She called back 17 times. I didn't answer. She came home 2 hours later. I'd changed the locks. Her clothes were packed in suitcases in the garage. She pounded on the door. "Alex, let me in. This is my house." I opened the door, but didn't let her inside. "Your things are in the garage. You need to find somewhere else to stay. You can't kick me out. The house is in my name. I bought it before we married. You have no legal claim. We'll see what a judge says about that." "I'm sure we will. My attorney has documentation of your 18-month affair. The 10,000 messages. The photos. The calendar showing you spent over 200 nights at Derek's place over the past year. All of it." Her face went pale. "You wouldn't." "I already did. It's all documented. Photographed. Ready to present in court. I'll tell them you stole my phone." "The phone on my cell plan? That I pay for. Good luck with that." She grabbed her suitcases and left. Over the next week, Marcus received calls from her attorney, Sandra Mills. "Your client is being unreasonable. Mrs. Blake deserves half the marital assets. Mrs. Blake conducted an 18-month affair using marital funds. She has no claim to additional assets beyond her personal property. She's entitled to alimony. She's entitled to nothing. We have 10,000 messages where she refers to another man as her husband. She's been living a double life. The judge will not be sympathetic. We'll fight this. Please do. We have more than enough evidence." 2 weeks after I found the phone, I was contacted by Derek Martinez. "This is Derek. I think we need to talk." "About what?" "About Christina. About the situation." "What situation?" "She told me you two were separated. That the divorce was almost final. That she was just waiting for paperwork. We were never separated. We lived together until I filed for divorce 2 weeks ago. She said you hadn't been intimate in over a year. She lied. We were married. Living together. Sharing a bed. Until I found her second phone with 10,000 messages to you." Silence. "Then, second phone. She didn't tell you about that?" "She had a phone specifically for talking to you. Called you husband in every message. Had photos of you two together. Calendar entries for all your meetups. I didn't know she had a separate phone for me. What did you think? That she texted you from a regular phone where her actual husband might see?" I don't know what I thought. "Did you know she was married?" "She said she was separated." "That's not what I asked. Did you know she had a husband?" "Yes. But she said it was over. That she was just waiting for the divorce." "It wasn't over. She was living with me. Sleeping next to me. Cooking dinner for me. all while spending over 200 nights at your place over the past 18 months. I had no idea. Now you do. And Derek, you're welcome to her. I'm done. I hung up. The divorce moved quickly. Marcus presented all the evidence. The messages, the photos, the calendar entries, the cell phone records showing I paid for her affair phone. Christina's attorney tried everything. Claimed I'd invaded her privacy. Marcus showed the phone bills, proving I owned the account. Claimed the affair was brief and meaningless. Marcus showed the 18-month timeline and 10,000 messages. Claimed she deserved the house because she'd contributed to the mortgage. Marcus showed that I'd owned it before marriage and she'd contributed nothing. Every argument failed. The judge was a woman in her 50s who did not look amused. Mrs. Blake, you conducted an affair for 18 months. Your Honor, it's complicated. Yes or no? Yes. You called this man your husband. It was just a term of endearment. You spent over 200 nights at his residence. I don't know if it was that many. Your calendar shows 217 nights over 18 months. Is that accurate? Christina looked at her attorney. Sandra nodded reluctantly. Yes, Your Honor. And you used a phone on your husband's cell plan to conduct this affair? I didn't think about whose plan it was on. You didn't think it mattered that Mr. Blake was paying for the phone you used to cheat on him? That's not how Mrs. Blake, you've been conducting a systematic, long-term affair. You've used marital funds to support it. You've referred to another man as your husband while legally married to Mr. Blake. You have no claim to alimony, no claim to his separate property, and you're fortunate he's willing to offer you anything at all. The divorce was finalized. Christina got her personal belongings, her car, and $10,000. That was it. I kept the house, my retirement accounts, everything else. Christina moved in with Derek. I heard through mutual friends that it didn't last long. Apparently, the affair was exciting when it was secret. When it became their reality, with her unemployed and dependent on him, with his family knowing she'd been married, with the stigma of how they'd gotten together, it fell apart. They broke up within 3 months. 6 months after the divorce, I met someone. Her name was Jordan. She was a software engineer, smart and straightforward. On our 4th date, she asked about my divorce. What happened? I found my wife's second phone. She'd been having an affair for 18 months. Called her affair partner, husband. Spent over 200 nights at his place. Had 10,000 messages documenting everything. Jordan's eyes widened. She had a whole second phone. On my cell plan. I was paying for it without knowing. I don't even know what to say. That's systematic. She was living a complete double life. How did you handle it? Documented everything. Filed for divorce. Let the evidence speak for itself. That's smart. A lot of people would have confronted her immediately. My attorney told me to document first. Best advice I got. A year after finding the phone, Jordan and I moved in together. I want you to know, she said as we unpacked. I will never give you reason to doubt me. What your ex did, that's not who I am. I know. That's why I'm here. 2 years after the divorce, Christina reached out via email. Alex, I know I don't deserve a response, but I wanted to apologize. What I did was wrong. I hurt you in ways I can't take back. I hope you found happiness. You deserve better than what I gave you. Christina. I showed the email to Jordan. Should I respond? Do you want to? Not really. That chapter's closed. Then don't. You don't owe her closure. I never responded. 5 years after finding the phone, Jordan and I got married. At the reception, my best friend gave a toast. To Alex, who had the wisdom to document before confronting and the strength to walk away from someone who called another man husband. Everyone raised their glasses. That night, Jordan asked, do you ever wonder what would have happened if you hadn't found that phone? All the time. I might still be married to her. Still clueless. Still financing her double life. But you did find it. I did. Best mistake she ever made. Leaving it in her purse where I could find it. 10 years after the divorce, Jordan and I had 2 kids. A house we bought together. Careers we both loved. I thought about that Tuesday morning sometimes. Looking for car keys. Finding a phone instead. Finding 10,000 messages that destroyed my marriage. But also finding the truth. Christina had built a complete second life. Called Derek her husband. Planned a future with him. All while married to me. The phone had revealed everything. Every lie. Every deception. Every moment she'd chosen him over me while pretending to choose me. Without that phone, I might never have known. Might have stayed married for years. Might have missed meeting Jordan. Might have missed this life. So in a strange way, I was grateful. Not grateful for the betrayal, but grateful for the evidence. The 10,000 messages that told the story Christina wouldn't. The photos that showed the life she was really living. The calendar entries that documented every lie. That phone had been her secret, her way of maintaining the double life. But it had become my evidence. My path to the truth. My ticket out of a marriage that was already over. I just hadn't known it yet. Christina thought she could hide it. Thought a second phone meant secrecy. Thought calling Derek husband on a device I'd never seen meant safety. But she left it in her purse, where I found it looking for car keys. And that one mistake had exposed 18 months of lies. 10,000 messages of deception. 200+ nights of betrayal. All documented. All undeniable. All ending in divorce. She'd wanted a double life. She got a single one instead. Alone. No husband. Not me, not Derek. Just the consequences of being caught. I'd wanted a real marriage. I got one eventually. With Jordan. Built on honesty from the start. No second phones. No secret lives. No 10,000 messages to someone else. Just two people choosing each other. Every single day. That was worth more than anything Christina had offered. More than the pretend marriage. More than the shared house while she lived elsewhere. More than being called husband while she used the same word for someone else. Jordan called me husband. And meant it. Only me. No heart emoji for someone else's contact. No secret calendar entries. No double life. Just us. Real. Honest. True. That's what Christina's second phone had given me. Not just evidence of her betrayal, but freedom to find something real. Someone who didn't need a secret phone. Because she had nothing to hide. And that made all the difference. The second phone had ended my first marriage. But it had cleared the path for my real one. The one that lasted. The one built on truth. The one where husband meant something. Christina had thought she was so clever. 2 phones. 2 lives. 2 men who didn't know about each other. But she'd left one in her purse. Where I found it. And lost everything she'd been trying to keep. While I gained everything I needed. The truth. The divorce. And eventually, Jordan. Who'd never dream of having a second phone. Because she didn't need one. She only needed me. And I only needed her. 1 phone. 1 life. 1 truth. That was the difference. That was everything. And I'd learned it from 10,000 messages to husband Red Heart. Who wasn't me. But taught me what I deserved. Someone who meant it when they call me husband. Without the heart emoji for anyone else. Just me. Real. True. Honest. Forever.